How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well and having a good weekend. I'm back here again with a new video. I know it's been a while. I've been working a lot. We just started working Saturdays, which I'm really excited about. That is definite sarcasm. We're going to be working pretty much a full 8-hour days on Saturdays. So, for the next month, I think, which, kind of sucks, but also I can't complain because I know the money is going to be really good. So, I just can't complain. I just don't have a lot of time to really post videos or do stuff like that now, because I also work, every day I work an extra hour. I work overtime every day. So, it's just I'm just working a lot. But I do know that I'm going to get a good amount of money, and I do have a 2-week vacation coming up at the end of June, so I have that to look forward to. So it's not as bad as it's not too bad, but it's still, I still wish that I had more time on the weekends. But I did want to get on here and do an update for you guys because it's been a while since I posted a video, and I did get some cool stuff. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to show off. I only have 4 Blu-rays, but I also have a really cool horror figure set, something new to add to the Halloween collection. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And the first movie I'm going to show off is a movie that I've been waiting to get released on Blu-ray because it was put out on Shudder, was what the streaming service that this movie was on. But they finally released this on Blu-ray, and I'm really happy to have finally seen it. And that is Good Boy. This has got a really nice, shiny slip cover. I really enjoyed this movie. It was not what I was expecting. When I first saw this movie, I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be a zombie movie in a dog's perspective, but then I realized it was a kind of a haunted house story. Well, when I actually watched the movie, I realized it's not a haunted house story. It's actually something a bit deeper and a more meaningful. Now, I don't want to get into too much about what the movie's about because I don't want to give away exactly what it's about. But after, watching it for the first time, I really did enjoy it. It is creepy, and it's got a really good kind of creepy atmosphere. But once I watched, a couple videos about people giving their thoughts on it and talking about what the movie is really about, I really appreciated this movie a lot more. If you if you know what the movie is really about, it's more about loss than it is about, a house being haunted and a dog seeing it. I think you would enjoy it a lot more because I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't think the movie made any sense. And I think it's because people are expecting the movie to be a haunted house story in the perspective of a dog. And in one way it is, but in another way it's more about loss and more about loneliness than that. It's more of an emotional, I guess, kind of hard to describe it without giving it away. But I will say, if you watch this movie and you didn't understand it, go watch a video of someone kind of maybe explaining it, and maybe you'll enjoy it more. Because after I did enjoy the movie a lot when I first saw it, but after I, saw a video of someone kind of explain what the movie is actually about, I enjoyed the movie a lot more. So yeah, guys, Good Boy. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely one that I do plan on revisiting around the Halloween time. And like I said, if it's a movie that, you've been on the fence about, I recommend checking it out. And if it's a movie that you don't understand, I would recommend watching a video about somebody maybe, giving giving a better description of it. And I think you'll enjoy it more because I really did enjoy this movie for what it was. I just think that a lot of people were expecting it to be something else, and it wasn't. But yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this. I picked this up at Walmart, and I also grabbed these 2 other Blu-rays at Walmart. Walmart got new Blu-rays in, which I was glad. I've been seeing a lot of people find like Scream Factory Steelbooks at Walmart, which I'm not. My Walmart isn't getting any. I have not seen a Steelbook in my Walmart in I don't know how long. And they're finding some of them in like the $5 bin, which is crazy. But yeah, my $5 bin is mostly DVDs. I did find the the Blu-ray of the original The Running Man in there, but mostly my $5 bin doesn't get stuff like that. But I did find these two movies, and the first one is one that I've been wanting to see for a long time, and that is 9, which was produced by Tim Burton. Never seen this movie before, but it was like $7. So yeah, happy to get this, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. It looks like a pretty good. I've heard it's a really good animated film. And the next movie that I got is one of those comedies that I grew up watching. Me and my cousin would watch this movie all the time, and we would just laugh. And that is Dodgeball. I've had this movie on DVD for years, and I finally upgraded to Blu-ray. I'm trying to upgrade all of these kind of, you know, late 90s, early 2000s comedies on Blu-ray, because that was the time that I grew up. So a lot of my favorite like teen comedies or comedies in general is from that time period. And Dodgeball is definitely one of them. I really enjoy this movie. You know, of course, you got the classic line, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So yeah, guys, really happy to have finally upgraded this movie to Blu-ray. Now, the next movie that I got is one that I've been really looking forward to checking out. It's actually a documentary, and this was put out by Synapse Films and Red Shirt Pictures, I think. And that is Hearts of Darkness, the making of The Final Friday. And this is a behind-the-scenes look at Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, which is, it is my least favorite of the Friday the 13th films, but I do enjoy the movie. I think it's really fun. I think it's, you know, I especially love the unrated cut. I love all the gore and everything. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they made it. You know, because I know it's a very divisive film in the Friday franchise. A lot of people love it, but I know a lot of people also hate it as well. I do enjoy it. I'm kind of in the middle, but I do enjoy this movie, and I also really love the artwork. You know, you got the director right there, and you got Freddy's glove coming up right there, and all the little demons, and you know, there's the that right there. And his chair and the lights, and you got Jason's head up there, and it says the true story of how a 23-year-old film student was handed the reins of the most popular horror franchise and then took a trip to hell. See, I really like this artwork, and I also love the back artwork of the hot dog and the donut. If you've seen the movie, then you know. But this is a 2-disc set. It is a limited edition Blu-ray. I forget exactly how much it's limited to, so if you're interested, I would recommend going to Synapse's website and picking it up. And it's got a ton of special features as well. I'll give you guys a little close-up so you can just pause and read all that. And then, yeah, guys, so like I said, I do enjoy Jason Goes to Hell. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I do enjoy it for what it is. It also came with a set of these really cool, like, character cards. Like, there's one for Jason, and then there's a lot of information on the back. I'm going to try to give you guys a little close-up of, you know, what it says. So if you guys want to freeze it and read it. These are pretty cool. There's a Creighton Duke. And sorry if you can hear, my neighbors are outside right now and they're talking in the background, so I'm sorry if you can hear them. And there's the back, they're getting kind of loud. But yeah, these are pretty cool. And then here's the last one. And then they also come with a Synapse Films catalog. So yeah, guys, really cool little set, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out because, like I said, you know, I do enjoy Jason Goes to Hell, and I'm looking forward to seeing a good in-depth documentary on it. Now, the last thing I got is a 2-figure set, and when I first saw that they announced this was put out by Fright Rags, I wasn't going to get it because I'm not a big fan of these small little reaction figures, but once I saw the packaging, I knew I had to get it. And that is the new Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers and Jamie Lloyd 2-figure set. And I absolutely love this artwork. Let me give you guys a close-up. I just love the image of Michael and Jamie that they put on the front. And I love that it looks like something that you would get, you know, back in the 80s at Vincent's Drugstore. You know, got a little special Vincent Drug exclusive. And then up here, fully, you know, posable 3.5 action figure double pack. They just did a really amazing job on the packaging. And when I saw that, that's what sold me on it. Because like I said, I'm not a big fan of these little figures. I do have the Michael and the Jason ones out of the packaging. But once I saw this set and just how much detail they put into the you know, the packaging, I knew I had to add it to my collection. And Halloween 4 is my favorite of the sequels. So when they put something out like this, I love the back as well. Like, it actually looks like something you would get like in an old 80s and 90s, you know, 90s, you know, local, you know, Halloween store. You know, you got some of the masks, you know, that you see in the movie, and you got the $5 $5 off your entire Halloween purchase. The vintage Halloween look of this, you know, even the bats is so awesome. You know, you got Vincent Drug, your Haddonfield Halloween headquarters. You got the 2 figures right there. It's just, I just love it. Big selection, big savings, trick or treat. And then you have advertisement for Halloween 4. It says now showing, almost as if, you know, they're showing the movie at the local theater. So when I saw just how great the packaging was and everything, I knew I had to get it. Like I said, I don't really collect, you know, the reaction figures. But once I saw just how great the packaging looked, I knew I wanted to get it. So anyway, guys, that is it. I know it's not the biggest update or anything, but I still wanted to go ahead and give you guys a new update and to show you guys what I picked up lately. Do enjoy everything I got. If you guys have seen the Hearts of Darkness documentary, let me know how it is. And also, if you've seen the movie 9, let me know, because I haven't seen either one of those. And yeah, guys, I love that Halloween 4 figure set. So anyway, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, I wanted to get something up for you guys because I know it had been a while, and I know it's not a big update, but I think this is a pretty good little haul. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I always leave those links down below. And yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and take care.